They say magic was born in the pages of J.K. Rowling's imagination. But when Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone hit theaters in 2001, the world changed forever. Behind the spells, the wands, and the castle walls of Hogwarts lies a story filled with near disasters, hidden secrets, and almost impossible what-ifs. So grab your butterbeer and get ready, because today on Scene Diary, we're diving deep into the unbelievable truths behind the movie that started it all. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic deep dives, like this video, to keep the magic alive. And tell us in the comments, which Hogwarts house would you belong to? It's hard to believe, but Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone almost didn't exist the way we know it. Warner Brothers originally wanted to combine all 7 books into one single film. Imagine that, one movie to cover every moment from the cupboard under the stairs to the Battle of Hogwarts. But J.K. Rowling refused. She insisted every book deserved its own movie, and thank Merlin she did. The casting process? Pure madness. Over 40,000 kids auditioned for the role of Harry. But when Daniel Radcliffe's screen test landed on the table, director Chris Columbus knew instantly, that's him. That's Harry. And yet, Radcliffe almost didn't take the part. His parents were worried about the fame, the pressure, and the 7-movie contract. Thankfully, they changed their minds overnight. Otherwise, Hogwarts might have had a very different chosen one. Emma Watson didn't even want to audition. Her teacher sent her photo to the casting team without telling her. When she finally read lines for Hermione, the producers were stunned. One even said, "She's not acting. She's living the role Rupert Grint." He mailed in a homemade rap video about why he should play Ron Weasley. Yes, a rap. And it worked. But the magic wasn't all fun. The film was one of the most expensive British productions ever made at the time, over $125 million, and shot in some of the most difficult conditions imaginable. Remember the Great Hall? It was filmed inside a real location in Oxford, under freezing temperatures. The actors' breaths were real. The first broomstick flight scenes? Daniel Radcliffe was only 11, suspended by wires for hours. He got motion sickness multiple times but refused to quit, because, in his words, Harry wouldn't. And those candles floating in the Great Hall? Real flames, hanging from real strings. Until, of course, one of them melted the wires and dropped onto the table. After that, CGI was used for safety. The magic of Hogwarts wasn't just illusion. It was built brick by brick. The entire Great Hall set was constructed from stone, with hundreds of working candles, authentic wooden tables, and an actual enchanted ceiling made from a massive projection screen. And if you think the movie looks timeless, you're right. Because it was filmed on 35mm film, giving it that warm, nostalgic glow modern cameras can't replicate. Even the sorting ceremony was real in a way. The hat actually moved using mechanical puppetry, not CGI. A puppeteer sat beneath the table, controlling every word and twitch. The early 2000s were no easy time for filmmaking either. Just like Metropolis decades before it, this production pushed technology to its limits. In many ways, Sorcerer's Stone was the Metropolis of its generation, a film so ambitious it forced studios to reinvent movie magic. But beyond the fantasy, the movie hit differently because of the time it was released. It came out just weeks after 9/11, when the world was desperate for something pure, something hopeful. For millions, Hogwarts became that place. J.K. Rowling was the only person who knew Snape's true loyalty from the very start. Alan Rickman kept that secret locked away for years, even from the directors. That's why every line he delivered had layers no one else could see. The first screening of the film ended with thunderous applause and tears. Many of the cast were still children, unaware that they'd just made history. Over 2 decades later, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone remains a cultural phenomenon. The spark that ignited an entire generation's love for magic, friendship, and courage. And now it's your turn. Which behind-the-scenes story surprised you most? Tell us in the comments below. If you loved this dive into cinematic history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another magical deep dive here on Scene Diary. Because the magic is far from over. magic wand, and sparkles.